Hey, how's it going? Sebastian Cruz here, head coach of the Elite Physique Academy. Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to do something a little unusual. We're going to react to Matt Stonie eating 12,000 calories worth of cookies. Outrageous, horrifying, electric if you're a fan of the sport. So we're going to go through this together and we're each going to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10. How horrifying is it that Matt Stonie can eat this many cookies? I'll let you know at the end. You let me know in the comments. So let's get into it and watch Matt Stonie eat 200 plus Chips Ahoy cookies.
Oh my god, I forgot to count those.
It's crazy how the bowl normalizes all of that. I mean, I get there's this shock factor for YouTube, but I would feel like I was looking at a punishment if I was staring down that bowl, and he's just so ready to. It's a mix of awe and shock that Matt can step up to the plate and do that. Just take that down.
Okay, so 33 cookies. So that right there is apparently 100 Chips Ahoy.
If you're in an aisle of food and you see a Chips Ahoy, you need to get out of that aisle ASAP. No good comes in the cookie aisle. The best way to not buy cookies is not get tempted by them or surrounded by them in the first place. Pro tip.
This is 202.
202.
202. I like things with color. I mean, can you not say that this cookie looks so much better than the other cookies?
Speechless, truly speechless. He is still psyched about this. Like, if you can stare down that mound of sugar and butter, that's what it is. Butter, if we're generous, it's probably some cheap vegetable oil and sugar. And he's smiling, like, I don't know how he does this.
Each pack of these is 1,760 calories multiplied by 6. That is 6,000, 10,000, 10,560 calories. Is that right? Hey, I got it right. School actually did pay off a little bit. I'll put the crazy amount of carbohydrates and sugars right here.
Okay, so the actual calories, carbs, fats don't even matter. It's too darn much, and not nearly enough for when it comes to protein.
1 gallon of milk and 203 cookies.
What an absolute savage. Not in terms of just being able to finish that amount, which is borderline crazy, disgusting in my eyes, but he's just throwing in the milk there just for the visual, the video, the milk and cookies vibe. And he's skinny. That's the crazy thing. We'll go into that in a different bit.
203 Chips Ahoy in
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I paused it at where I think is the amount of Chips Ahoy cookies I personally have in a year. Let me know how many Chips Ahoy you eat, and I hope you're closer to my number than Matt Stonie is right now, but we'll see.
$25 cookie. 1/8 of the way there.
All right, so he ate 3 years worth of Chips Ahoy for me in 2.5 minutes. I don't know, I'll put it on your shoes too. If either of us ate 25 Chips Ahoy cookies, that's brutal. Ugh.
Oh man. My mouth is slowly starting to dry out. I'm definitely gonna eat all of this milk.
Yeah, that makes sense. These are some dry freaking cookies. Like, holy moly. These aren't that like homemade, moist, gooey, fatty, buttery cookies. These are this Chips Ahoy, oil baked, probably a little stale-ish hard. Mind-boggling.
Hey, wait a second. What does that count as? That doesn't count? What? I don't see any other pieces. I think I got ripped off one. Found it. There's the other half.
His number one concern right now, 80 cookies deep, is that he had a broken piece. If that was me, I would be like, thank you. You cheated me on a cookie. That little extra bit you saved me from.
I believe it's right here. It's cookie 100. There's still a lot of cookies left. More than half of the cookies are left. And we are at 10 minutes, 36 seconds.
Must be like tropical storms in his stomach right now. Like, imagine 100 cookies just laying here in your stomach. 100. And you're still about to take down another 100 more? Ugh, it just feels wrong. Even the visualizing it is tough, you know? Like, ugh.
This is a good looking cookie. That's a real.
First of all, it's more chocolate chips, so I guess you're saying, thank goodness there's a lot of chocolate chips because these cookies stink. And if that's the case, then yes, I completely agree.
Oh, the crunchy cookie is starting to wear down on my gums right now.
The last thing your body should do is be coping with that. It's an absurd amount of energy that you absolutely do not need, of the worst quality, and absolutely zero nutrients. This is just a catastrophic event in the body, and I cannot stress this enough.
With the money that I make from this video, I'm gonna buy a new lighting system for my set.
Do you enjoy watching these binge eating videos? Disappointed that that's so popular, but even myself, I'm interested in stuff like this from time to time, so it is what it is, I guess.
Half gallon milk down. I completely lost count of how many cookies I've eaten.
Pro tip, if you're eating so much that you can't even remember how much you've eaten, you've gone too far. Horrible sign from a weight loss perspective. You should be eating deliberately. You should eat with purpose, not just fill something up as high as you can and just go to town.
20 minutes of straight up eating cookies. Chips ahoy. Chips ahoy. Chips ahoy. You know, this is actually looking kind of like a little bit more than one pack. So I'm guessing I'm on the home stretch here.
He hasn't really fallen off pace that much. He's still only at the 23-minute mark. I thought this was gonna take an hour at the onset. There's no way this is gonna take an hour. Even if he would have to take like a 25-minute break for him to even get close to the hour mark.
Go.
He is almost 200 cookies down, 1.5 gallons of milk, probably close to 10,000, if not over 10,000 calories. And he is still not even in that much discomfort. Now, I know most of you will not be able to eat anywhere close to this, but the point still stands that there are certain foods that do not fill you up as much for the amount of energy inside of them, and Chips Ahoy is a perfect example.
Stop over.
27.
He is still more concerned about finishing this milk for the challenge than just feeling absolutely terrible, sick, repulsed, bloated than anything else. This must be an extremely profitable venture for him. It's a lot of punishment he's taking. A lot of punishment via junk calories.
I couldn't do it. Oh, that's a lot of milk. I missed it. Oh.
Okay, there's a great counterexample. Milk. Milk has not just sugar and fat, it does have both, but it also has a significant amount of protein. Now, why does that matter? Protein is filling. Protein is filling for the calories. That's why he is struggling so much to eat it.
All right, guys. Well, that's it. That's 203 Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookies and a gallon of milk. 12,800 calories.
Like, it's crazy that he can do stuff like this and he's still lean enough where you can see like vascularity on his right arm. I have my theories. Stay tuned to the end and we'll discuss.
Alright guys, well I don't know what else to say. That's 200 cookies in less than 30 minutes. I hope you enjoyed this video, this challenge. And yeah, see you next week. Oh, I sound out of breath.
All right, that's the Matt Stonie video. Freaky. On a horrifying scale, I'd say that's an 8 out of 10. Let me know what you rate it in the comments. And now for the big topic. How does Matt Stonie look very, lean for someone who just ate 12,000 calories worth of milk and cookies? How does he keep his body composition? Again, remember, it's just calories in, calories out. So again, let's say Matt Stonie has an absurd metabolism, 4,000 calories, which would be astronomical for someone his height and weight. He would still have 8,000 extra calories there. So for him to not gain weight, over the next few days, he would have to eat so little as to balance that out. Now this is a crude estimation, but if he roughly does something like this, eat a ton one day and eat very, very little the next, it's gonna balance out. That's what I think he does. He said he only does these challenges weekly, so it gives him this opportunity to eat less, recover, and prepare his body to take another beating in terms of calories when he gets his next big idea that he wants to film. That's it. I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thank you for watching. Loved having you. Again, let me know your rating down below. I'm curious to see what you think about it. How horrifying did you find this challenge? If you guys like this, I'm happy to do more of these. There's a lot of competitive eating content on YouTube. Would be happy to do more. And if you want to see that sort of stuff for these reactions, subscribe. That would keep you in the loop. Make sure you don't miss this stuff. Like this video if you enjoyed. See you next time.